Hello and welcome to Fitba Shorts. Kilwinning Rangers take on Beith Juniors here today at Abbey Park, and this is a fixture that we covered last season with Fitba Shorts. Eddie, Beith came out on top last year, but of course this is a league game today. How do you see things going?
We covered two great games last year, two semi-finals. Up at Beith, so the Buffs were a better team the first 15-20 minutes, but Beith just came on and took over. Came here and beat the Buffs in semi-final, got to the final, won the Scottish. Last week Beith played Morton.
Yes.
I think they beat 6-0. I was speaking to John Bole earlier on there and tell me that the team were really good, and it was a wee step up, I think, professional wise.
Sure, and both teams will be looking for the points here today to gain some momentum in the league.
Yeah, Chris Strain needs to get the points now. They're sitting second, third bottom just now. Need to get some points to bring themselves back up again, get away from that relegation zone. Or they're in trouble, and they need to get them, and they're playing the best team probably in the league just now.
So all to play for today, should be an interesting game.
And welcome to Abbey Park, and it's Beith to kick off with McPherson. Buffs in their traditional blue and Beith in the black and white striped shirts, and it's a foul instantly by Coleman on McLean. And it's McDonald to take the free kick into the 18-yard area, and it's into the safe hands of Strain in the Buffs goals. It's Coleman laying off to 18-yard area for Agnew, who lays off to Hogg. Hogg hits, it's a goal! A terrific goal by new signings, Kenny Hogg. And here it is in slow-mo, laid off by Jinky Agnew. Hogg tees it up and thumps it. It's a thunderstruck shot into the roof of the net by Hogg. Here it is again, Agnew, clever feet, lays off lovely. It was actually Sheridan who actually laid it off. It's a goal, 1-0 to Kilwinning. It's only 2 minutes gone and Beith are down 1-0, but the type of team who come back at you. It's the Buffs picking up the ball again. Played forward to Hogg. Hanby picks it up. Has a shot, but wide of Grindlay's goals. It's a high lingering ball, and it's Maitland and McPherson tussling for the ball. Laid off to the right. It's crossed in. It's a goal. Oh no! How could McLean miss that one? And Beith are certainly building up for a goal here. Put the pressure on the back four of the Buffs. Once again, McPherson lays off. It's across to McLean. Oh, and it's getting closer and closer for Beith. It's a tricky Agnew taking on McGlinchey. Good cross in. Hanby. Oh, and a great save by the goalkeeper. Very brave. And it's Christie. They've opened up the Buffs. And look at McLean. He's way wide to the left hand side. It's going to be a goal. It's a goal to Beith. And it was only a matter of time before Beith at the equaliser. McLean's had a couple of chances in front of goals. This one he had finished off really clinically. Here is in slow-mo, the Buffs completely open wide. McLean just slots it in. If he'd missed that, I'm sure John Miller would have had a few words with him at half time. It's the Buffs to kick off, and it's only a matter of time I think before Beith that goal with a couple of chances by McLean. This time he finished it. And it's the Buffs pressing for this goal. McGuinness lays off to Boylan, has a shot, and that's going to end up in the Garnet River. The Buffs are coming back into this game. It's Hogg laying off to Boylan. Takes on 1, 2, 3, and it's a goal! It's a terrific one-man show there by Boylan. Beith defence, I've never seen him so flat. Goalkeeper hadn't a chance. And here it is in slow-mo. It's laid off to Boylan. With the whole Beith defence in front of him, he chooses to take on one lovely check and turn. Beith defence having to check back. Turns again with his left foot. Terrific skills, ball stuck to his feet. Toe poke, and it trickles into the right hand side of Grindlay. 2-1 to Kilwinning. And what's Beith going to do now to try and get back into this game? Once again the Buffs are having a go. Agnew, the wing wizard with the Buffs. Boylan checks again. Sheridan and Beith manage to scramble away. There's the Buffs in the attack again, and Hogg lays off to Boylan. Is Boylan going to take them on again? Still holds the ball. Looks up. There's a Cruyff. Crosses over. It's a goal! A goal for Hogg. It's Hogg's second goal, and terrific work again by Boylan. Look at this. Pinpoint accuracy. Hogg sticks his head into a dangerous area with the legs up and puts it to the left hand side of Grindlay's goals. A terrific goal, 3-1 Buffs. Free kick to the Buffs. Into the Beith area. It's headed away by Sheridan. Just as well. Close. And the Buffs are not finished, I don't think, in this first half. Hogg again picks up a loose ball. And look at McGuinness. Lovely touch. McGuinness. Oh, it's a great save by Grindlay. Buffs pushing for a fourth. Oh, it's a great save by Grindlay. Free kick to Beith. Lead up to Fries. Chips it in to McPherson. But it just sums up the first half for Beith so far. They are trying, but not penetrating that Buffs defence enough. Get a shot! Blocked again by the Buffs defence and cleared. It's a long, dangerous ball into the Buffs 18 yards. Strain is out. Is he outside his 18? Yes, he's outside his 18-yard box. Definitely outside. Here it is in slow-mo. You can see both feet outside the line. McPherson to take. Through the wall, but stifled by the Buffs defence. It's coming up in the half-time. Buffs clear it. And the referee blows his whistle for half-time. It's been a game, I would certainly say, where the Buffs have dominated the first half. Looking forward to the second half. What's Beith got to offer? Maybe on the second half, it's the Buffs aiming for the Church Street end. It's headed away by Sheridan. And what's Beith got to offer the second half now? Can they pick it up? Free kick to Beith. It's a Beith free kick into the Buffs penalty area. Cleared again for a corner. It's picked up wide. It's laid off to Christie. It's a shot. Oh, just over the bar.
Good job, done it up.
And it seems to be a relentless pressure by Beith against the Buff defence. Good cross by McPherson. Up comes Fries. Oh, good save by the Kilwinning goalkeeper Strain. It's laid off to Hogg. Nice control. Laid off wide. Boylan. Cross. Poor cross. It's a dangerous McLean. Picks up the ball. Works hard. Lays off wide. Beith working some great football. Terrific crossing McPherson. Oh, saved by Strain. Yeah, nice shuffly back heel by Wilson, who lays off to Fries. Lays off to McGlinchey. Great cross. Burke. Oh, it's a goal. No, brilliant save by Strain in the Buffs goals. And let's see that save again. There he goes, one-handed. Great reactionary save by Adam Strain. Sheridan. Oh, just past the post. And Beith are throwing everything but the kitchen sink in here at the Buffs defence. Once again, Adam Strain picks it up and takes the pressure off the back four. And both teams looking at their tactics. Beith bringing on substitutes. Chris Strain have a wee word with the team to try and Chris Strain telling his back four to be as strong as he can be with this Beith pressure. It's really way out his park. Oh, and he dribbles round. Now there's the typical sweeper keeper with super confidence. Turns the player and lays it off to his fullback. Beith pushing for his second goal, just can't get it. It's broken out to the Buffs. Beith short at the back. It's Boylan laid off to Hanvey. Crosses over, poor cross. Beith on the break. It's McGowan breaking through and Maitland pulls him down. Buffs break again. Boylan troubling Sheridan. Lays off to McGuinness, but he's offside. Once again another Beith set piece, long high, but over the bar. It's another set piece. Buffs living dangerous in the 18 yards. Nice cross. Oh, and it's gathered by Strain. In the dying minutes of the game, can the Buffs steal the killer goal? After all the pressure that they've had, it's a foul to the Buffs. It's a shot. Oh, just over the bar. And it's coming up to full time. Goalkeeper Strain just taking his time.
Give him a target.
Referee about to blow his whistle.
Joe, keep your discipline.
And there it is. It's Kilwinning 3 Beith 1. Goals from Hogg, who had 2, Boylan for the Buffs, and McLean for Beith. And certainly Beith a wee bit unhappy this afternoon, in the second half in particular, with the chances that they created but didn't finish them. So it finishes off Kilwinning 3, Beith 1. Let's hear from manager Chris Strain.
With me is manager Chris Strain at the end of the game today. Chris, a good win for you in the end. Did you feel it was comfortable?
I wouldn't say comfortable at any point. I think Beith are a very, very dangerous side and they've got talent in abundance, and I was always very nervous of the scoreline, but I think in the first half we took the game to them and really put them on the back foot, got ourselves a lead, and from then on in, the second half was a bit ugly from our point of view, but to a man the boys stood up to everything that Beith flung at them. Adam had a couple of good saves, but defensively we were tremendous, and I really thought we were worth the victory in the end. Yeah,
certainly all the action was in the first half, but it was a good team performance. You'd be delighted with how all the players performed, really.
100%. We questioned our heart and desire before the game, because last week we came off a really bad result, and it wasn't the result that I was disappointed in, it was the manner of the defeat. We kind of let our heads go down after we lost a third goal last week, and before the game we questioned their attitude, their application, their desire, their heart, all the things that are very, very important to a good team, and they answered me in bucket loads. They really did. They're in there just now and they're delighted about their victory, but more so the togetherness and the spirit that they showed, even in the face of adversity. When we were backs against the wall for the last 15 minutes, they got together shoulder to shoulder and they really put a shift in, and that's all we ask of them. They've got talent, we're a talented squad, but we've been underperforming over the last couple of weeks, and we need to start getting victories because we've found ourselves at the wrong end of the table.
A good 3 points under your belt today. Some good individual performances, particularly from your new signing. Is it Hogg?
Yeah, Kenny Hogg. Yeah, Kenny's come in, trained with us the last couple of weeks, so took his goals very, very well. Showed that he's a good striker to lead the line, and again he scores 2 goals and you end up with that hero status, but I think there's a special mention to Ryan Clark, who was playing at right back. He's a central midfielder, and he really went in there and put his foot in and did the shift that we asked him. But I think in general you look at our team and there wasn't a failure in the 11 and the 3 that came on, so very, very pleased.
So a good result for Kilwinning Rangers here today at Abbey Park, 3-1. Eddie, it was a good game, but most of the action in the first half?
Yeah, the first half was all the action. I thought the second half went a bit stale. I thought the Buffs, I think, had done the job. They were trying hard to force up front there, but the back four in the Buffs, that's the best I've seen them play for a long time.
Yeah.
They really, really held. The boy McPherson played with the medal last year, was up front with Archie. Remember him? He was up front, stifled out the game, and he's a deadly wee player too. But first half, the goals. Impressed with the new striker, is it Kenny Hogg you said?
Hogg, yeah.
2 goals he got,
yep.
But he was given Big Sheridan a hard time. That's the first time I've seen him in bother like that.
Yeah, definitely is a good player, but it was a good team performance. All the players worked for each other, and Beith certainly fought hard to get back into it in the second half, but just wasn't to be.
Well, right for the very word go. I mean, Adam Strain right through, they all just seemed to collect every one of them, and they stifled out that threat. You know what Beith's like, they can take a lot and then all of a sudden they punish you. You know, they didn't get that opportunity today. And I think if I was Chris, as a manager, I'd be looking at it and saying, next time you play a team like that, that's the way you play, boys. Stifle it and then attack.
Well, it certainly worked for them today. 3-1 it finished up. A good result and a good 3 points for Kilwinning Rangers under their belt in the league. Thanks for being with us today at Fitba Shorts. Join us next time for more of the action. We'll see you soon.
And on behalf of all from Fitba Shorts, 2016 is about to disappear over the next couple of weeks. We wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thanks for all the support so far this year for Fitba Shorts and all the crew, Bev here, young Rebecca, in you come on, in you come. And young Jay. We wish you all a Merry Christmas.
Join us next year.
There was no way to cut it.